My staff got used to it. We're sticking with it.
Okay, we're gonna call the November 10th select board meeting to order. It is 7:02. Do we have any amendments to the agenda tonight?
Yes, Kevin has one. I'm going, I'm finding it here. So it'll be item 5C, another assessor's agent modification. I'll help you try to remember that.
5C. Unfinished business. We need to take a vote on
Take it as read.
that. Moving on, minutes of the previous meeting, October 27th.
I'll motion that we approve them as written.
Second that. Motion and a second. Any further discussion?
It looked good.
All in favor? 4 and 1 absent. Moving on to public comments not on the agenda tonight. Do we have any public comments? Roger?
Roger, boss. Oh, Castle. I go to town, I go to Mills Road, the town, you know. And I've been noticing cars parking out in the street in front of them new apartments. And I didn't think that was supposed to be allowed. Is it? Because they've filled in the ditch and made a gravel parking area there. And the water now is running right down the edge of the road there. And I drove in there and tonight, and there's plenty of parking there. I don't know why these cars are parking on the road. And I thought that was addressed when they were gonna build those apartments, that there wasn't gonna be any parking in the street. But apparently they haven't got the message, or maybe,
It's been one, I've noticed it too, one car. I've never
Yeah,
seen more than one
well-
there, but it's been one car the last couple nights in a row.
yeah, and I've seen some other cars parked there through the day
Okay.
that don't stay there, but that are parked there through the day. So, I mean, maybe we need to put some no parking signs there or something, so that they don't park out there, because in the winter, it's gonna be a menace for snow plowing, and you're trying to wing that snow back there. And the car's right on the edge of the road there, so. But that was.
Okay.
What I had.
Do we have any other public comments not on the agenda tonight? Okay, moving on to unfinished business. 5A, provider agency funding request. So we have some additions and edits to the provider agency request policy. Want to just go through what the edits are?
Sure. I met with Ben here last week and we talked a little bit about some of the proposed changes from the original one that's been shared with the agencies now. And you guys discussed this at your last meeting a little bit about the proposal for sort of separating out options for agencies that aren't currently recipient and providing a little more flexibility for them to come to the select board through the budget process. The only additional change I'd hope or ask for is there's some red in the purple is what Ben had suggested. The red, I think, is what was discussed in part at the meeting the other night. I want to keep with the end of January just because of the timing of our budget process has moved up. I just prefer to be in a position where we're going through the budget process in part of January and also part of February. So that's the request there from staff. The other thing that Ben and I talked about is essentially having, you'll see it on page 9 of this bottom, there's a link to something called preamble. And that acts as the whereas document.
Is that different than the first page of that?
That next page, yeah, page
Okay.
10, but that would be a link consistently in every time we develop a policy or redevelop a policy. We could have some of those whereas to give you an idea of what the history is, without it necessarily interfering with what the policy is generally established to do, that I hand to an agency in this case, or staff in the case. So,
Yeah,
That meets the concerns you have.
yeah, I mean, we talked about it, and I think if we approve, you know, moving forward, if we just do a preamble for our policies and we vote to adopt both, then future boards would have access to official reasoning of why the policy exists, what it's supposed to accomplish.
Without making the policy
that much
that
longer.
much longer.
Yeah.
No, that seems like a good solution.
And I think we would have benefited from a few of those in the past too. Like, why do we have this wording? Yeah, so this would be good for future. I agree.
I'll go ahead and, it didn't even, where is it?
It's,
To approve, I'll move to approve the preamble and the proposed amendments to the provider agency funding request policy.
second it.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
It's good.
Seeing none, vote. Yep. 4 and 1 absent. Moving on to unfinished business 5B, Newcastle Town logo. So,
It looks great.
so staff have been working along with multiple artists in the town to develop a town logo. Had a good number of entries. They were posted in the town office and on the website for residents to vote on which option they preferred. There was 162 votes between the in-person and the online, and 59 chose was the highest and chose option 6. We have 5 of us here with a few color options. Yes,
Artist isn't here to have any conversation with. We did invite her to attend. The question of the board is, do you want to move forward with this design? Do you want to ask to have it worked on any further, or what would you like to do?
I like the circle that encompasses the town in it versus the ones personally that where it sits on the side. Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah, I like the last, the
Number 4.
green lettering, blue background.
It's a little different, the
Yeah.
color.
Yeah, I like that. Number 4 would be my
Yeah, I like number 4 too.
preferred.
I like the blue. I don't like the green letters. No, doesn't read.
one thought that I had came up with through the process is that a lot of towns do have, you have your logo you use on a lot of signage. It's maybe a little bit more simpler, easy to pick up on it, like if you're driving down the road or something like that. Use it on street signs, that sort of thing. And then you have a more intricate, kind of more fluffed up for letterhead and in official documents, that sort of thing. I mean, I wouldn't be personally against making a decision on which one of these we like, and then turning it over to the designer to come up with a few different options, maybe clean it up in a few ways that they see would work better for stationery or on a sign or something like that. Somebody that deals with this sort of thing on a daily basis rather than
Yeah.
us, like, oh, I like it.
yeah, I think having, having different versions of it for different uses. Say you want to have a t-shirt made, it's going to be more detailed versus having like on a sign, something that is a little more high speed, simplifying it. That seems like a good idea.
I mean, I would like to see if there's been a lot of time and effort put into this with staff and the artists and stuff like that. I'd like to see it out there
Yeah.
more than the current logo is.
Yeah.
Get it on some of the town signage, street signs, that sort of thing. I noticed a couple other towns, they put their town logo on their street signs and stuff like that.
We've
So,
got the town on the building sign.
on the building signs, that sort of thing, so.
Hmm. Do we know any graphic artists that would be able to
Several.
give us some advice?
Yeah. We have, this community is full of graphic artists.
Because I'm not, I like the last one. I think you're right, though. The green lettering doesn't pop quite as well.
Yeah, I don't really like the font either. I'm just type of people. I like everything in the blue.
Yeah.
Not happy with the outer ring.
Do you have names to pass along?
Oh, yeah.
to-
Yeah.
Okay. To Sam, maybe?
Oh, yeah, yeah, I can do that.
So we're leaning.
Yeah, we're good.
Leaning
That's
good.
fine. I just needed some direction, so. Either accept as is or give me some more direction. It sounds like we'll work with the artist and the designer to. There's usually. Different visuals for different applications.
Mhm.
And that will probably need help.
Yeah.
creating.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's just
Okay.
like work from, I mean, it seems like we're all sort of number 4 seems to be the one that
Stands out the most.
everybody kind of likes
Colors,
the most, and so to work with that to make. Yeah.
You want a motion on that, or?
Nope.
We're good, just with the direction?
Yep.
Okay.
No motion necessary.
So,
Let's see.
yes, moving on to unfinished business 5C. Amendment.
Do you have it on the town manager's report?
It's abatement list number 2,
Yes, okay,
$5 and change.
yeah, it's a big.
Yeah.
Looks like we have to correct for a small portion of a lot that was not a part of said lot.
It's a very small portion.
And it's 2 years. 2 years?
Um,
No,
doesn't
Visuals.
say that. It's a-
it's 2014.
Yeah. The account number's the same.
Mhm.
I could go over there.
Over here. Copy of survey divided November 3rd, showing a very small lot, it was actually part of another lot. Oh, you got something back here.
Well, it's so small. But if I just make a motion to accept the recommendation of Assessor's Agent Murphy to approve the attached 2025-26 abatement list number 2 is presented. Item 8 by the Board of Assessors and item 9. What? And item 9 by the Select Board. Hold on, I don't know what that means. Kevin, help me.
So you guys see it. Hold back. Yes,
The motion for Jim.
yes, it's
What-
2 parts. One is you're approving the item 8, you're approving the Board of
abatement.
Assessors. But
Mhm.
because item 9 is a year old, it has to be the select board that makes that modification. You're still the same body. You just have to approve 9 as the select board, approve 8 as the assessor, Board of Assessors.
Oh, okay. It, within the body of
The-
9, it says it's for the prior fiscal year. right?
Correct. And
The
that,
fiscal year on the side is the same
yes,
initially. Okay.
yep.
All right. So then item 8 by the Board of Assessors and item 9 by the Select Board. Okay, finished it.
I will second that.
That long way to
Yes.
get there.
Yeah.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll vote.
Yep.
4 and 1 absent. Okay, moving on. New business, 6A downtown snow removal contract. So this has been. Appears to be. For the most part, they agreed upon. Wording from back a year ago.
Yeah. Back in November, we started exploring options, given our situation with the snow dump no longer being available and having to add additional equipment. Working with our contractor, we went through the final year of our contract without revising. And so now we're in a position where I've asked the contractor to look at a 4-year contract with us that would line it up with the rest of our road contracts. And if the communities decide they want to go forward with the public works, ideally timing would work to do that as well. So our contractor, Hagar Enterprises, has provided this contract. It ties, the numbers tie directly to what was shared back in November, on November 12th. If you want, if there's a link there that takes you to pages, and it shows pages 51 to 53, where we chose option 3, which is this blended approach to addressing snow removal in the downtown.
This is just putting in writing what we
What we did.
did back
last year.
then. Yep.
What we did last year and what we did last year wasn't ever modified. No contract was modified. It was just an agreement. And obviously with the, after the town approved moving them, we didn't have time to focus on getting an amended contract. Initially, my thought was do an amended contract that year for a 5-year, finish that year as part of it, but we didn't get to it until now. In fact,
4 years.
what's that? It's a 4-year contract. It's a 4-year contract request.
And all the numbers in the contract for this year were. Carried in the budget. We're not looking
Yep,
to-
no change. The budget addresses the 188,945, which is the sum of both the base cost increase as well as the added removal cost, which only shows a 3% increase on the added removal cost.
All right, and then the crossed out stuff, we only do salt in the downtown area. Is that what I was? reading?
Yeah,
All
so
the crossed out
Seth and
stuff?
I went back and forth, and Seth, you can join the table if you want. Seth and I went back and forth. He's like, we don't do that in the downtown. I said, well, it was in the last contract, so it's taken out for this one.
Okay,
Yeah, what you're seeing is essentially the previous contract with now modifications to it, as the red line. But yeah, it had sand in there, had calcium chloride, and other materials. We just stripped all that out because it is only salt that DEP will allow us to
Mhm.
remove.
we need to cross out sand in 5 as well then. Let's see, where is it? Is it red? I saw it.
Of course you did.
Yes, yes. Is it now?
Properly sanded and salted, middle of the
Oh,
paragraph.
yeah, there we go.
Fourth line.
Yeah, the 4th line down. Till all roads are properly sanded and salted. Just salted.
Fine with you?
It is. You and I we gotta get together on dates. If you're trying to drive this together, just wanna make sure, right?
What do you mean?
Well, our road contract, right,
Yeah,
is 25, 24, 25, 25, 26. 26, 27,
with an extension for another 2 years.
but you have the opt-out after 3.
Opt out, but it does, we would probably look to do an extension.
Okay,
then.
okay, I just wanna make sure that it jives because the downtown contract for the 4 ends in 28. So you'd have to opt out of one of the years of the two here. I just wanna make sure. I just wanna make sure that there's no, that everything's.
Yeah, I just want to make sure the contracts are lined up.
Right. I know you do. That's why,
Go look at my contracts.
cause the 4 year for the downtown would have been last year. This year would be year two. The 25, 26. 26, 27. Would be year three.
For the downtown or the regular
The
road?
downtown, cause last year was the. First one, and the proposal that you have with all the numbers that are carried in all the budget was the first year that we did that. After the special town meeting.
Special town meeting, that contract was, we still had, it. That was the final year of the last contract. Last fiscal year was the last year of the previous contract.
So did we modify,
We didn't end up modifying anything. We just paid you for the equipment based on the email and then the board,
right, the decision?
yeah, there was no, the contract was still in
There's not
place.
any formal modification to
Was
it for that.
Correct.
okay.
We just paid you based on what you offered.
Okay,
That's because I go look at the snowplow contract. That is 28 to 29,
yeah, right.
which is
Yeah,
what I
that's
was,
what I was,
yep.
yeah, that's what I got open
So,
to do.
and then this one also has, talks about these next 4 years. That'll get us to 28, 29. So
Okay.
they're insane.
Yeah, that's if you take the option. Oh, okay, yeah, if you wanna do the 4 full years without starting this year as year
Right.
one instead of last year as year one.
Correct.
Okay,
We're just,
I see what you're doing.
yeah. We're assuming last year was just the handshake agreement based on,
A contract modification from the previous contract.
right, correct. My initial goal was to try to get a revised contract in place last year, but
Yeah, right.
here we are,
Yeah, because it was late then too. The special town meeting, I think was,
December.
December.
yeah, right, yeah, that's
We were
right.
already
right.
dealing with snow.
That's right too, yeah, all right, okay.
I just have one quick question, permit for snow discharge, is that in hand?
It's in place.
Just wanted to check on that, I know last year it was nip and tuck.
Slow getting here.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, good.
Or if you want, we can renegotiate, because DOT contract just went out. Did you guys see those?
No.
What, 27 just went for?
No.
No,
Yeah, almost 17,000 a mile. The Jefferson contract was over it.
Over that.
Was over that.
Jefferson's having a rough year.
No, not the town,
Oh,
no,
the
state,
state.
32 and 17.
127, 32, 17. 17 they hold on to because that's priority one, but 32 and 127.
126.
126, sorry, you're right, yeah, it's 126.
They do 1 and 17, 3 and
That's the only thing that they're plowing now, it's just for
Just on
the
major.
major. Just tier one roads.
so we've gotten to the point where, like my dad would say, that's more per mile than I paid for my first house.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
expensive.
I wish I could have bought a house for 17.
well, you're not 90 years old.
It's true. Not yet.
All right.
But thank you for that, because I was thinking you were starting it last year, encompassing that, but it makes sense to use that as a contract mod in that role.
We're done.
So, yep. That's what that comment was for.
I see.
Because I thought you were starting last year.
No. Did you know 2026 is only a few weeks away?
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
As long as we can get to December 21st and the time starts getting longer, that's all. I care.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're glad we're not out, where is it? Midwest somewhere, they got 13 inches of snow.
Come on, really, let's just not, yeah,
No, we're not
a
there.
couple more weeks.
Yeah, we're not out there,
Couple
thank
more weeks.
goodness.
Oh. This is a really small, looks like typo, or I'm just reading something wrong in the,
What number?
let's see, I'm on page 22. Section B, it looks like there's a parentheses that's backwards.
What,
Oh, yeah, the first one
The
is
first parentheses,
H, what?
second,
page 22.
page 22
page,
of the clean
Oh,
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 clean
clean
rooms. where?
in B.
parking lots B.
Second line.
Oh, I see it. Yep.
Just after building. I think you just need to turn that around.
Good eyes, Rufus.
Sure.
I was like 3 o'clock this morning, I saw that.
Okay, 2 small edits.
I'm proud of you. I didn't pick that one up.
Yeah, hey,
Look at you.
that's what I'm trying to get back to sleep, but I decided to leave the snowplow contract again.
Riveting.
Oh, yeah. It worked.
I'm good, we're good, we're good. So.
Peter, I said 7:37. What are you doing here?
I'm gotta show up 10 minutes early.
In that case, you're 1 minute late.
Fashion.
Wait with these people.
Yeah. Tough.
Well. Make a motion. To authorize town manager to sign the contract for downtown snow removal with Hager Enterprises Incorporated.
Second,
Motion and second, do we have any other?
Just with those minor amendments that have been made.
No, as amended.
as amended.
As amended.
Any further discussion? Okay. Vote. 4, 1 absent.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. New business 6B, Village of Lights closure.
Thanks, sir.
Guys good?
Thank you.
That's it.
Any
Thank
other
you, sir.
questions?
No?
Yes.
Come sign something with me tomorrow? No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's
Tomorrow's
later,
close.
Academy Hill will be paved on Thursday.
pending weather.
I think,
Supposed to be
I
clear.
think it's supposed to be good.
Okay, great.
I think this is the only, so,
The
The
last stretch,
last 1,000 feet or so.
Yeah,
yeah, then next year we'll have the middle, the shipping
Overlay.
overlay of it, so
nice,
that'll be
for the
done.
budget process.
Great.
excellent.
Thank
Any
you.
other questions?
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Seth.
Have a good night.
You good?
Village of Lights closure. This is discussing the temporary closure of Mills and Main Street for the parade. A Saturday, I believe it's after Thanksgiving.
Yep.
For the Village of Lights parade. It's been done on an annual basis for 5, 6 years, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to get in the habit of making sure that this board is aware of these events and are actually supportive of them, so.
Because I don't remember ever approving the
Closing of
closures
road.
for Memorial Day, 4th of July,
Well,
parade.
I'd like to get into the habit of that. It actually helps our sheriff's office in case there is an issue. Yeah, because the decision of the board, you're the body that's given the authority, so. Obviously, if there's an emergency, it's different than if it's an event. You guys previously have, in this year, approved the 5K
Mhm.
closure for the Pumpkin Fest. Just last meeting for the Glidden Street neighborhood for Halloween, which was a big success, so. Just continuing that practice.
Was there any public input post?
Heard nothing negative,
Great,
nothing negative.
great.
Oh, no, I did get one call. Somebody asked for the barriers to be picked up and taken off their lawn, which was done Monday morning.
Minor.
I know that this is the fire department has a few trucks in it and stuff, and it's different from your everyday parade just because it's it's dark out,
Mhm.
that it's pretty fun to watch, and the crowds are pretty substantial.
Sizable, yeah.
They're pretty
Yeah, we
substantial.
went last year and it was good. Enjoyed it.
Surprising number of
Yeah,
people in the
yeah,
polling.
it's a-
Yeah,
Town was really full and
that's good.
sat outside in the ears. It was awesome.
Mm.
Yeah. so.
Right, then no one made a motion, right? Nope. All right, then I'll make a motion to authorize the sheriff's office to close Mill Road and Main Street temporarily for the 2025 Village of Lights Parade on the 29th.
Motion in a second, any further discussion? Seeing none. We vote. Four in favor, one absent. Moving on to 6C. November 24th, select board meeting. Our next scheduled select board meeting is slated for the 24th, which is week of Thanksgiving. Been being brought to our attention that there may not be a abundance of issues to bring up at said meeting that took place. Looks like in the potential motion here, authorize the treasurer to disperse payments to keep the bills paid and everything like that. And then I assume approve 2 warrants at the next, the first December meeting.
Yeah, just trying to address contractual payments that we do every month and as well as anything that might have yield a potential late fee.
Mhm.
The other thing we committed to making a payment on was the provider agencies that would get paid. So that's the other thing that will come out of that payment.
So just for consideration, we're in the same boat in December. So our second meeting in December is the week of Christmas. So
I know last year we pushed it to
That following week.
the following week. I don't know if I assume it lays out the same way this year.
was that only because we had things we knew we needed to do? Because I think in the past, oh gosh, you guys haven't been here very long. I think in the past we canceled that second meeting in December.
You did the first 2 years.
Yeah.
Last year, you guys decided.
We
to
held it, we had
Put it out.
We had 3.
But you had more things to address.
Yeah.
Just depends on how much work needs to get done, really is what comes to it. I only put it out there in part because I'd like to take off for Thanksgiving, but I also would be here if the board wanted to meet. I would stay until Tuesday morning.
Regardless of what we do, you can go.
You don't have to be.
Especially if we don't have much on the agenda.
I know, but I feel like I've already missed 2 meetings this fall, so just go.
Let's go.
Michelle has also offered to sit in. Right now, the only thing I know that would be on the agenda would be the warrant. So you'd meet to address the warrant.
Yeah.
Maybe we could put a policy in there or something, but I don't have a lot for you this juncture.
Let's take the night off.
I'm fine either way. It only takes 3 of us to actually get together, but I don't care what I do.
So chipper, must be the weather, huh?
It's a time change, man. I suffer. That's fine, yeah.
I will motion to cancel the November 24th, 2025 select board meeting and authorize the town treasurer to make disbursements on any contractual payments for services that are necessary to avoid any litigants.
I'll second.
Okay, motion in a second.
I mean,
Any other
sure, I don't
comments
care if
on
we
it?
meet or. No,
No,
fine,
seeing none, all in favor,
sure.
or one absent.
But if we need to meet for some reason, we will. Right, if something came up.
Then we'll call a special meeting. That's the chair.
7A. A FY 26 AP warrant.
I'll motion to approve the fiscal year 2026. 2020.
Fiscal year
Twenty
2026.
26, eighth AP warrant for $125,494.66.
Second. Just had one question though. The foreclosure check that was reissued, is that going to the state now?
It is not, it is attempt to get back to the owner. We have learned that it takes, you have to drive for 18 months before you can send it to undisclosed or undeclared. property.
And the last check is void after a certain.
It's void, it was void after 90 days. We thought it was 6 months,
Okay.
pulled it up, found out
Okay.
it's only 90 days. So we're gonna try again.
Okay.
We're gonna keep trying until that 18-month window, then it would go to unclaimed property.
Okay.
And we have to show that we've diligently tried.
Thanks for asking. I had the same question.
See, and here I want to talk about EAS consulting. I just want to bring you guys up
Okay,
to
go ahead.
speed.
Please do.
We are on a computer replacement schedule. The two computers right at the front, when you come in and chat with
Mhm.
staff, those are beyond life. So those are the ones that are getting replaced this year. In addition, our server is shot and they've now replaced it with what's called a NAS. It's a network attached storage.
Mhm.
So it's in part because we switched to the cloud for Trio. We're doing most of our work in Google Drive. Our server more serves as an archive. So I've reduced the cost of replacing a server, which would have probably cost $10,000 and instead got one of these network attached storage systems. So that's being implemented right now. Saving a little money on that end. The cost, there's an annual cost with the cloud service for Trio, but we had so many problems with our firewall connecting to Trio. When we did our changeover, we ended up having to reset everything and re-entering a lot of numbers for a few days of data. So this has cleared up since then.
How is all of this in handling cyber attacks and all?
Well, it's in part because most of our stuff is now on the cloud. We got a grant to do, and of course it's on pause right now because of the federal shutdown, but cybersecurity training and YubiKeys, which I have for everybody. Eventually I will give you all one and walk you through what it should be used for. It's essentially multi-factor authentication. So we're implementing that. Our risk is pretty low because most of the stuff is on cloud services through other entities. But we've done a mitigation plan, working with part of that grant was also doing a mitigation plan. So I have one, it's drafted. It isn't finalized and I'll bring it to you guys when it is. Another one of those might be done for the 24th, but there isn't an urgency. So
Right.
The 8th. Yes, we're hyper aware of it. I've learned a lot about that in some of the classes and conferences I've been to about how gnarly it's getting out there. So I'm just trying to protect our tiny town and its limited resources. I mean, we're fortunate we don't have a water or sewer as the town. I do worry about the district partners and hope to spend some time helping them understand the challenges that we're facing. But those are probably the most vulnerable assets that a community has to this. Yeah, a lot of those systems are attached to wireless systems that send notifications to your phone when something's not working. Well, that's connected to the internet, and the internet is
The Wild
accessible.
West.
It can be. So, yeah. Yeah,
These things and AI to worry about.
yeah.
Okay.
Any other discussion on the AP warrant? Nope, seeing none, all in favor? 4 and 1 absent. I have a question. Yeah.
This is Wells, my wife and myself. We had a small dispute with the clerk, with the town office. They overcharged us. They didn't take into account that our escrow account from the bank had already paid a major portion of the bill. And the clerk said that after some back and forth, clerk said it'd be on the warrant. Is it on this warrant?
Oh, Thought I saw
Yes.
something on, yeah, Yes.
Cynthia
right there,
Park.
Line 00490. Yep.
Tax refund payment.
So that'll come out this week.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
Moving on to town manager report.
Yeah, thank you for addressing the, those small abatements. The Adopt a Highway program has been going well this year. Most recently, the Damerscott and Newcastle Rotary Club cleaned up a section of the River Road this past weekend. So big thank you to all those involved. Lynch Road detour. So as of today, the Lynch Road minor span has been closed for traffic. CPM constructors will be replacing the compromised minor span culvert with a bridge span. The majority of the project should wrap up by mid-spring, and depending on weather and when paving plants reopen in the spring, will determine when paving is complete and we can reopen the road. Please refer to the signage posted for the detours, and if you have any questions, please reach out. Drew a little map here today, this afternoon, and having some fun with Google. You can see there are ways to get in and out. Unfortunately, Marva is probably has the greatest impact if she's trying to get to downtown.
Right there.
She's got to come all the way back around to get over. So
Wait, which side is the Sugar Shack on for when we have
It's on-
Maple Sugar Monday? That's
it's
Sunday.
it's north of that little orange dot.
Okay, so we have the short drive.
So you have the short drive to get to the Sugar Shack. Veterans Day, tomorrow we'll be observing Veterans Day and the office will be closed. So I gave a little bit of history about Veterans Day here. Mostly, I think it's important that if you have the opportunity to thank a veteran or an active duty service,
To do so, yep.
early closure for Thanksgiving and for the Thanksgiving holiday on November 26th at noon, we'll be closing a little early so staff can go start making things. I always wonder, like, if you're making a lot of food for your family or friends, how do you do it all on Thanksgiving morning?
Not easy.
I'm gonna send staff home at noon on the 26th. I am looking for a couple of you guys with trucks to help on the 25th. We pick up the food at the church, and we have about 15 families that are going to get baskets. I just need some help because thank you.
Yeah.
Because I am looking to take a couple of those days off to see my family.
We all have trucks. Some of ours are kind of sad, but we all have.
It
trucks.
still works, right? It carries.
It won't go very far, but Mike likes my truck.
I do too.
Be sure to send me a reminder.
I will definitely. It's mostly just picking them up and then bringing them to the office. I have in the past had to do a few deliveries towards the end of the day when people are like, I can't get there. I
Yeah,
can't
happy to
pick
do
it up."
that,
Okay.
whatever.
I'll have you connect with Michelle. She's helping to coordinate that. Or is it Shelley? The
Somebody.
staff in the office are all aware of what's happening. All right, the Public Works Working Group. So we're looking to hold our next meeting the second week of December. Andy is working on putting together a doodle poll to find out which date might work best for everyone. We are expecting to have, at least by Zoom, Sandra Fournier, who's the town manager in the 3 towns up in the Aroostook County that share, as well as her Public Works Director to give us some thoughts and opinions on things. I was trying to do it for Wednesday that week, but that's when they have their board meetings. So we can't do it Wednesday. So my Tuesday or Thursday, likely, or the following week. And then I have some future agenda items, the Mills Road project, last discussed on the 14th. We've been chatting with the consultants. We're expecting a few concept plans for your review and discussion on the 8th of December.
Right.
And then I do want to update you on our select board priorities. And I've been working on revamping the financials too. So I want to bring all that to you on the 8th.
Great.
Okay.
Excellent.
Question. Will the public, will that be a public meeting, the Public Works?
All of our Public Works Working Group meetings are open to the public.
No, you'll put something. in
I'll be,
today.
I'll definitely be putting things out through the next few weeks.
Thank you.
I have a motion to go into executive session under 405.6.d consulting with attorney.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Yep. Or
This is in regard to 38, no, not available.
Excellent.
no.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks.